Hey neighbors, got a minute? I just want to start by acknowledging what a blessing it was to be a part of the greater community of God, the greater body of Christ this past weekend. If you were around, you know that we and our Montgomery campus, our friends down the road at Connect and Restoration gathered up for a potluck meal. Man, the gymnasium was full of people and really good food that had been provided by so many of you. And then when we walked across the hallway into the worship space and had a chance to really become the one body of Christ in the way that we sang together and the way that we praised the Lord together, the way that we prayed together, were encouraged together, and then gathered around the communion table all as one. It honestly was one of the most beautiful expressions of the oneness of the church that I've seen or been a part of in a long time. So thank you for all of you who did that. I also want to just say that for the next 2 days after that, as people would come and pray in our overnight prayer vigil from Sunday night to Tuesday morning, what a blessing it was for me to watch the fervency of prayer taking place in our worship space. Again, a collection of folks from all of our churches gathering together, asking the Lord to bless our country, asking the Lord to protect our country, asking the Lord to show us His favor, asking the Lord to make it clear who He was calling to be our next leader of our nation. Getting on our hands and our knees in that worship space, acknowledging that God ultimately is the King of the universe, that Jesus sits on the throne, and whoever we were electing would end up sitting under the lordship of Jesus. Well, now the election day has come and gone. We know who our national leaders are going to be. We know who our state leaders and local community leaders are going to be going forward. And I just want to encourage you to continue in your prayers. Continue to pray that God would direct the paths of our leaders, that He would give us humble hearts to follow the lead of our leaders, that we would honor and celebrate those that God has placed above us, that we would encourage those leaders, that we would pray for those leaders, that we would ask the Lord to anoint them and to fill them with a deepening desire to govern in the way of Jesus. That's the best thing we can do in these days. We can also make the decision to continue to love one another. And that's going to be the greatest witness we have on the other side of this election, is that whether our person won or whether our person lost, that at the end of the day, we believe that God is faithful. We love Him. He's created them, the leaders. And so therefore, we will go on loving them and encouraging them with our prayers. That's the commitment we're going to make to one another. I hope that you'll also make a commitment to come to worship this coming Sunday. It's going to be a great day together. You will not want to miss it, I promise you. So join us at 9 or 11, and we'll see y'all there. Love you. Bye-bye.